In this village, a ghost eats people's heads, but the real fear lies not beneath the water, but within people's hearts. The story takes us to a small village in 19th century Vietnam. Even the mornings are shrouded in fog, and a strange fear hangs in the air. For 5 years, the people have lived with a shadow, a terrifying legend they call the drowning ghost. The villagers believe a vengeful spirit lives in the lake. This spirit not only kills people, but drags them underwater and eats their heads. So far, 8 people have died, and their headless bodies were found on the shore. The entire village is trembling. Amidst this fear, we meet Moon, a clothing merchant. She is a strong and courageous woman who loves her niece more than life itself. But Moon's world shakes when her niece suddenly disappears. 5 days pass. Moon searches everywhere, but finds no trace of her. She only finds her slipper floating on the shore of the ominous lake. The villagers and the district chief assume that this too is the work of the drowning ghost. Everyone believes the girl is dead. The chief forbids his soldiers from searching for the child, saying it is beyond human control. But Moon refuses to accept this. She believes in logic and cannot follow blindly. It is then that she notices an important detail everyone ignored. In previous cases, the body was found on the shore, but her niece's body is missing. She believes her niece might still be alive. She suspects this is the work of a human, not a ghost. So, she calls someone for help, a detective who relies on science and observation, not rumors. He is famous for solving mysteries that people suspect are supernatural. But this detective usually finds human greed at play. His name is Keen. Keen arrives at the village with a sword and a sharp mind. He immediately senses the spooky atmosphere. Small temples are everywhere, and incense smoke fills the air. Keen notices something else strange. Some of the villagers are suffering from nosebleeds. Keen goes to the chief's house to meet Moon. There, Moon is arguing with the guards, begging for help. Keen intervenes and uses his authority to help her. We learn that Moon and Keen have a history. Keen once arrested Moon's corrupt ex-husband, yet Moon respects Keen's honesty. Moon tells him the chief is useless. People are scared, and my niece is missing. They go to the niece's house, where she lived with her father. Keen begins his investigation. He learns that Moon's niece was a quiet girl with no enemies. But a major clue emerges 2 weeks ago. A thief tried to break into her room. The girl bravely stabbed the thief in the hand with a sharp object, causing the thief to flee. The thief stole nothing valuable, just pottery. Keen checks the room and finds the girl's clothes, and savings are still there. She didn't run away, she was taken. Keen decides to visit the lakeshore. Moon wants to come, but Keen refuses to keep her safe and prevent rumors. At the prison, Keen meets a fisherman who says the chief has hired a shaman to cleanse the village. Keen doesn't believe in magic, but he meets the shaman anyway. The shaman gives Keen an amulet and warns him the ghost is bloodthirsty. When Keen asks about the local plants, specifically a burr fruit found on the niece's slipper, Moon arrives. She insists on helping. She explains that this fruit only grows in one place, a secluded waterfall in the hills. This brings hope. Keen and Moon head to the waterfall. Once there, things get serious. Keen finds fresh blood on the rocks. Moon panics, thinking it is her niece's blood. Keen tries to calm her, suggesting it might be an animal, but he is suspicious. They search until dark, but find nothing. That night, Keen stays at a guest house. The shaman's incense smoke drifts through the village. Trying to sleep, Keen experiences the same symptoms as the villagers. His nose starts bleeding. He feels restless, but eventually falls asleep. He has a terrifying nightmare. In the dream, he sees Moon's niece near the water. Suddenly, hands emerge and pull her down. Keen tries to save her, but when he pulls her up, he holds her severed head. Keen wakes up trembling. The line between reality and dreams is blurring. The next morning, Keen returns to the facts. He goes to the market to trace the girl's last steps. A witness says the girl closed her shop early that day and headed for the waterfall. Crucially, before leaving, the girl argued with a woman named Tuette. Tuette is no ordinary woman. She is the chief's daughter. Rich, arrogant, and powerful. Keen questions her. Tuette admits she argued with the girl, but claims it was over a clothing order. She says the girl threatened to take money from a man named Thak. This reveals a new name, Thak. Thak is a pottery artist living in the bamboo forest and is also Tuette's fiancé. Keen and Moon visit Thak's studio. They find exquisite pottery there matching the style found in the niece's room. Keen pressures Thak to speak. Thak reveals a sad story. He explains his engagement to Tuette was arranged by their parents. He was unhappy with Tuette. He was actually in love with Moon's niece. She was poor, but Thak considered her his soulmate. He asked the chief for permission to marry her, but the chief and Tuette were insulted and enraged. Thak planned to break his engagement and elope with the girl. This changes everything. A motive emerges. Tuette was jealous. Her engagement was ending because of this girl. The argument about clothes was a lie. The conflict was about Thak. Tuette had even spread rumors that the girl was pregnant to shame her, though Thak denies this. Keen summarizes the case. The thief in the niece's room was not random. Perhaps Thak sent the thief to steal evidence of their relationship, or someone else did. Keen remembers the thief had an injured hand. He needs to find a man with a hand wound. Moon has a plan. She organizes a knife-throwing competition to lure out the suspect. It works. Keen spots a man named Dong, a notorious thief with a bandaged hand. Keen follows him and finds the stolen pottery. He catches him. Terrified, Dong confesses. He admits to stealing but denies killing the girl. He begs for mercy, saying the chief ruined his life. Then he reveals a secret. The night he stole, he saw Lady Wong, the chief's wife, sneaking out of the girl's house. This means the chief's entire family is involved. Keen confronts the chief's wife and daughter. The situation is intense. Keen lies, claiming that he has a witness who saw Tuette at the waterfall. Under pressure, Tuette breaks down. She cries and confesses. She admits she met the girl to tell her to stay away from Thak. Tuette says she pushed the girl in anger. The girl fell and hit her head. Seeing blood, Tuette thought she killed her and ran away. Lady Wong intervenes to save her daughter. She claims it was an accident and the drowning ghost must have taken the body. Tuette is arrested. But the body is still missing. Keen is exhausted. The incense, smoke thickens, and he begins to hallucinate. He sees the drowning ghost attacking him. His deputy arrives and revives him. The deputy brings old case files. Keen looks for a pattern. He reads that 30 years ago, a family of 14 people were beheaded as traitors. The man who ordered the execution was the young chief. While Keen studies the past, something terrible happens. A headless body is found on the lakeshore. The village panics. Moon is terrified, believing it is her niece. The chief's family is relieved. They think this proves the ghost killed the girl, and Tuette will be innocent. But Keen examines the body. He sees what others missed. The skin on the body is smooth, with no wrinkles. If a corpse had been in water for a week, it would have decomposed. Also, the head was cut cleanly with a sharp weapon. Keen realizes this is not the niece. It is a fresh corpse of another girl dressed in her clothes to close the case. If this body is fake, the niece might still be alive. Keen knows that Dong is hiding something. Keen finds the niece's jewelry box with Dong. He learns that Dong and a maid are working together. They are blackmailing Lady Wong. Dong witnessed the fight at the waterfall. When Tuet ran away, Dong realized the girl was alive but unconscious. Instead of saving her, Dong hid her in a cave to extort money. Dong threw the slippers in the lake to fake the ghost story. Later, he killed an innocent woman to plant a fake body so he could demand a huge payment from Lady Wong. Lady Wong agrees to pay to save her honor, but secretly plans to kill Dong. She takes the money into the jungle. Keen and Moon follow her. They arrive at a cave where Dong has the niece tied up. He brings her out. Lady Wong tries to frame Dong, but violence erupts. Keen appears. Dong attacks him with a sword. They fight fiercely. Keen, still affected by the poison incense, struggles, seeing ghosts. Meanwhile, Lady Wong tries to kill the girl to end the matter. Moon fights Lady Wong like a lioness. Just as Dong is about to kill Keen, Keen pushes him onto spikes, killing him. Moon overpowers Lady Wong. The girl survives. The police arrive, and Lady Wong and Tuet are arrested. The kidnapping case is solved. Moon and her niece are reunited. The chief's family is exposed. But the team is not convinced about the drowning ghost. The mystery of the other deaths remains. The fake body explained one case, but not the others. Keen returns to the incense. He takes a sample to a doctor. The doctor confirms the incense contains a rare poison that causes fear, hallucinations, and bleeding. This means the ghost was a trick orchestrated by the shaman. Keen rushes to catch him, but he is gone. Another body is found, the district chief. He is also headless. Keen realizes the truth lies in the 30-year-old massacre. The chief executed 14 family members, but the family had 15 members. One child survived and watched them die. That child grew up to become the shaman. He returned to destroy the village. He drugged the people with incense to create fear. Using the ghost story, he killed those responsible for his family's death. The chief was his final victim. Keen finds a winter jacket in the shaman's hut. He has fled north. The movie ends with Keen and his deputy riding north to catch the serial killer. This was not a ghost story, but a tale of pain and revenge. Thank you for watching.